Here's one on photography. Let's click that. I'm interested in mission photography. It launches my web page instantly, takes me right to the website, and sure enough, there's an Apollo 11 website with photography from the mission. Scroll down it, a lot more photography. Here's a photograph from the lunar surface. Just amazing. Within 2 seconds, I can search these sites, find exactly the information I want, have it jump right into my browser and take me wherever I want to go. And it's all done in one simple interface. Now, all of that could be done with the current Sherlock. So if you haven't done that, you can go back, explore Sherlock, and learn to do these things. It's so simple. But with Sherlock 2, we wanted to take it to the next step. Customers wanted sets of these plugins, because there's so many, to be able to have different kinds of searches. And that got us thinking. Well, not only can we combine these into sets for customers, and they can create their own sets, but we can create sets or channels of Sherlock plugins around different types of information. So one obvious type of information is news. So I have a couple here. I've selected CNET and CNN, and now we do the same search, Apollo 11 mission, but let's go to the news sites and see what news is out there. So it goes and talks to both of those sites, gets back the news in just a couple seconds, anything about the Apollo 11 mission, and now you see we've changed the columns. Because if it's news, one of the things you want to know is date. How fresh is this news? And you should see there's a lot of news about Apollo 11 mission in the 30th anniversary. Let's just pick the top one it came back with. CNN, launch the browser, go right to the page, not through the site, click around on it, right to the page, and sure enough, the top result, recent news as of yesterday, Apollo 11 mission. And go click on another one. Oh, let's see, Giant Leap. 30 years ago today. Go back to CNN, and sure enough, there's a story about the launch 30 years ago today. You can explore, read all about it, keep on searching. So just like before, with Sherlock 1, we can search for information, but now we're searching for news, not just anything on any web page. You can just imagine how far we can take this. We've got channels that let us do things like search for people. Wouldn't it be easy to find one way to click on a name and find anyone out on the internet? Well, let's say we want to send an email. I want to send an email to one of the Apollo astronauts, Buzz Aldrin. Maybe I'm a class and we want to communicate with Buzz. So there's a standard on the internet called LDAP. And LDAP is a directory services. A lot of companies use it too. Now it's incredibly easy to write plugins for LDAP servers, whether they're your own or anyone out on the internet. We've got 3 popular ones here, from Bigfoot, 411, and Yahoo. They're LDAP servers for people on the internet. I click search, and it's going to look with those search engines for any reference to Buzz Aldrin. And sure enough, here comes back. It's found 10 references. And look at number 2, Buzz Aldrin at nasa.gov. I think we found Buzz. If I double click on his name, it launches my email package and addresses an email to him. Just have to write my email and click send, and we're all done. Now that would be great right there. Search for information, search for news, search for people. Already we're doing more than anyone else has delivered. But there's one more feature I want to show you in Sherlock 2 that no one is doing, and it really is going to change the way people work, play, and do something special on the internet. And that something special is shop. I'm going to click on my shopping basket here. We have a number of e-commerce sites. And now I can simultaneously shop around the web, around different e-commerce sites, and shop for whatever goods I want, compare price, availability, exactly the kinds of things you want to do to make shopping fun on the internet. This time, let's go back to Apollo 11. I want to find items. In this case, I've clicked on Amazon Books, Music, and Video, as well as Barnes & Noble. I want to find any of those goods that have reference to Apollo 11. Now, as you know, those sites work differently, Amazon and Barnes & Noble, but with Sherlock, I have one easy interface that I know how to use that works the same no matter what information I'm searching for. Now look what Sherlock 2 has done. It's not only brought back the results, but it's presented a new list of information. The name of the item, the price, and the availability. Just what I need to know to shop. We can sort by name. I can sort by price. Some of them have no price. Perhaps it's a book that's out of print. Let's reverse it and look from top down. Look at the most expensive item on the books and CD-ROM site. I can sort by name and find the item at 2 different websites and compare the prices and do comparison shopping. Well, here's one. Let's see. First in the Moon, what was it like? Let's double click that. It's available in 2 to 3 days, just over $11. I can handle that. So it takes me right to the web page with that item on it on Amazon, and all I have to do is click add to my shopping cart, and I'm ready to buy it. So literally find it, go right to it, and purchase it. So easy. Now let me show you how fun it can get. Let's go back, select our search engines again, and this time, let's check Amazon auctions and eBay, and let's look for rare auction items that have anything to do with Apollo 11. We click search, and it's gone out, and it's found on those auction sites, anything to do with Apollo 11, sorted by name, sorted by price, and can sort by availability. Now remember, these are auctions. So now we're going to see things that are up for auction for the next 4 days, something that's up in 1 day. I can quickly scan through and know which items I'm interested in and how fast I better worry about them because they're about to end soon. If you get close to one that's ending, you'll see it there in minutes. Here's one of the cool things. Let's sort by price. Top item, $10,000. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm a fan, but not that much of a fan. Let's pick something else. Apollo 11 original print, $100. There's still 5 days left on this auction. Let's double click on it. It's going to take us right to the Amazon section. It tells us I can add a bid by simply clicking on the bid, or let's see a description. And those are the prints that are available for auction right now that I can add my own bid. So it's that easy to shop across the internet, to find things for books, for movies, for videos, for toys, for auction items, and comparison shop, find out when things are available, and shopping is never going to be any more fun than when we get Sherlock 2 out there.
Thank you, Phil. Phil. Okay, thanks.
Thank you very much.
That's awesome. So we think Sherlock 2 is going to be really, really hot. And there are over 49 other new features in Mac OS 9. It's going to sell for $99. In October, you can get a whole new Macintosh for $99. And we look forward to getting your reactions when we ship it. Now, we come to the systems. As you know, we defined a very, very simple product strategy. 4 products. A desktop and a portable in the pro space, and a desktop and a portable in the consumer and education space. And we thought if we could focus on 4 great products, put our A teams on every one, we could really satisfy our customers. And as you may know, we have 3 of those products shipping today. On the pro side, we got our Power Macintosh G3. It is more powerful than any other PC you can buy at any price. It is the #1 choice of creative professionals around the world, and it's doing great. On the Pro Portable side, we introduced our new PowerBook G3 in May. It is wonderfully thin. It's 2 pounds lighter than the model it replaced. It is the fastest portable in the world, beautiful 14-inch screen, and we're selling them even faster than we can make them. So we're very excited about that product too. But today, I'm going to talk about the consumer space. So first, let me start with an update on our consumer desktop, which is iMac. iMac is doing phenomenally well. As you know, we introduced the 5 colors. Our code name internally for that was Lifesavers in only January of this year. That's 7 months ago. Seems like a lot longer, doesn't it? Because these things have taken off like a rocket. We shipped more iMacs last quarter than any time ever since the product was announced. So iMac is going gangbusters. What's really interesting though is that iMac has become almost pervasive in our culture. and yet it's less than 1 year old. Doesn't it seem like it's been around longer than a year? We started shipping iMac last year on August 15th. So iMac's first birthday is in a handful of weeks from today. And I'd just like to review a few things that have happened during this last year. By the time iMac is 1 year old, we will have shipped a little shy of 2 million iMacs the first year. And what people are doing with these things is extraordinary. In the US, almost 90% of iMac owners, that's 9 out of 10, are using their iMac to surf the internet. And it really validates why the I is an iMac. Around the world, the average is 1 out of every 3 iMac buyers is a first-time computer owner. 1 out of every 3 is new to the Macintosh install base. And iMac's 1-year anniversary also marks the 1-year anniversary of us adopting Universal Serial Bus. When we were designing the iMac, we realized it was our chance to take a big leap forward in how iMac communicated with peripheral devices. And we dropped the legacy I/O that Apple had for something much better, something 30 times faster, something that really extended our leadership in plug and play because you could plug it in and unplug these peripherals even when the power was on. And the device drivers would just automatically configure on the fly. Much, much better. And so we decided to take the leadership role in USB. And we started evangelizing all of the device makers. And I'm proud to report that it's worked. We started off with 25 USB devices last September. There are now 125 shipping USB devices, with another 100 announced on top of that that will be shipping in the next few months. So very shortly, almost 250 USB devices are going to be shipping. And this is terrific. And I'd like to just highlight a few of them for you. NEC has just come out with a portable scanner. If you're into scanners, you've got to see this. I've got one here to show you. This little tiny, beautiful scanner is all based on USB. It's a flatbed scanner. It plugs right into your iMac's USB port. It gets its power from the iMac, so there's no wall transformer to come along with it. So if you need a portable scanner, this is very hot. Another thing that people have been asking for a lot are multi-function printers. These are devices that print, scan, and fax all in one unit. Well, there are 3 of them being introduced at the show today. 2 by Epson. Epson's got a great one for the consumer. Again, print, scan, and fax. And for a little bit more money, they've got one with a flatbed scanner on it. These are extremely high-resolution, beautiful color devices, all USB. Canon is also introducing one at the show. You can see all of these in our booth. So we are really, really happy with the progress of Universal Serial Bus, and of course we are rolling it out across our entire product line. Another thing that's happened in iMac's first year is there have been almost 4,000 new and renewed Macintosh applications announced since iMac shipped on August 15th. And this is essential. It means that developers are coming back to the Mac and are recommitting to the Mac in a very big way.